What's the point of being your worst enemy? What's the point of it? Hello, my little flowers. Today I want to talk about internal monologue. You know, these moments when you make a mistake and you start to hate yourself, like you start to tell yourself, oh my god, you're so dumb, I hate you, stuff like that. Yeah, that's the reason why you hate yourself. And I want you to stop with that, okay? I was very hard on myself. And I know why. I think a lot of people are in the same situation.
We are same.
Probably have like a mother, a father, or a sister, or I don't know, was criticizing you a lot when you were a child. And this person was always negative and they were criticizing all the time and they were a bit disappointed of you. I feel like a lot of us, we internalize all these words, like all these comments that we heard in our childhood. Most of the time it's like someone very close to us, someone who is very dear to us, to criticize you, and it hurts you a lot, and you continue with that. Like you take their perception of you and you internalize what they told you when you were a child. So if they criticize you a lot, you will also criticize yourself a lot because you internalize this person's voice in your head. And throughout your childhood, like teenage years and even adulthood, you have this voice in your head that you are not good enough. That's why you are not confident. That's why you think you are not worth anything, because you tell that every day, 24 hours, that you're not good enough. Stop.
Duh.
Okay, if you want to change, if you want to be more confident, if you want to think highly of yourself, you have to change your internal monologue. You have to start telling yourself, I love you, or oh, you did an amazing job. I have this technique that really helped me, actually changed my life, I have to say. Whenever I wake up or whenever I go to sleep, because my subconscious mind is like open, or I don't know how to say, but I'm not awake, but at the same time I'm not sleeping. Yeah, that's the best time you can change your mindset. So during this time, you really have to tell yourself that you love yourself, that you want the best for yourself, that you are an amazing person, that you love yourself. You know, all these positive affirmations. You really have to tell that yourself, and you also have to feel it. That's the most important thing. You have to feel love towards yourself, okay? It's like giving yourself love, like you would give someone else love. I was always wondering, why is it that when you have a friend or when you have a loved one, you are so supporting of this person and you tell them how much you love them, but when it comes to yourself, you're criticizing yourself so much. I mean, why? What's the point? You know, what's the point of being your worst enemy? What's the point of it?
What's the point? What is the...
So I think this is very important. If you're not confident enough, if you hate yourself, really change your internal monologue. Like start to talk highly of yourself, even when you're alone. Remind yourself to tell yourself that you love yourself, you know, like these little things throughout the day. Say something positive. Say something like, oh, today I have beautiful hair. Like tell yourself nice things because at the end of the day, you become what you think. So if you have like negative thoughts, if you have destructive thoughts, you know, you won't have like amazing results. You won't be like super confident. But if you are someone who thinks highly of her or himself, people will see that, like you will change too, like you will make better decisions in your life because you know you love yourself and you deserve the best.
You are the best.
I met so many like beautiful, smart, talented people in my life, and some of them were not confident and they had a very low self-esteem. And I even had one friend, she basically hated herself and she thought she was ugly. although I thought she was gorgeous. Like, I thought this person is amazing. Like, she's super beautiful. So I was asking myself, how come? Like, how come these people think they're nothing? And then I understood that they were telling themselves, oh, how dumb they are, or oh, how ugly they are. And I understood the way they talk to themselves is actually very negative. And of course, they hate themselves. At the same time, I met people in my life who didn't really have, like, they were not um super smart or beautiful, or I don't know, like, had like amazing qualities. They were okay, like a normal person, but they thought they're gods. Like, they really thought they are amazing. And I understood, because every time these people were talking about themselves, they were like they were talking highly of themselves. And I understood that maybe, very likely, when they're alone, they probably tell themselves, oh, you're amazing, you're gorgeous, like, oh, you're the best.
The best of the best.
I don't know, whatever they tell themselves. But it really, like, your internal monologue really changes a lot. And I hope after watching this video, you start to tell yourself good things, and you replace all these negative comments that you have about yourself with good ones. Really tell yourself how much you love yourself. That's the one thing. The second thing is also about your environment. It's really like the people that you spend your time with. If these people are negative and toxic, they will contribute to your self-hatred. If you are someone who has a very toxic friend group, or a toxic partner, it's difficult to actually grow. It's difficult to change your mindset and to become a better human being. They suck out your energy. They're like little energy vampires. So I think that it's not just about how you talk to yourself, it's also your environment. These two aspects are super important in your life, because one is internal, one is your internal, the value that you give yourself. The second one is your environment. Like, how does your environment look like? I think if you change these two things, you'll have a much more fulfilled life. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what other people think about you. It's important what you think about yourself, because you live in your body every day, every hour, every second. Like, you have to make it a good place there. Like, you have to make it as positive as you can. If the video helped you, I would be happy if you would leave a thumbs up. I wish you all the best, and hugs and kisses, and bye bye.